Okay guys, it's another episode and another show, another episode. So if you don't mind me asking the billion-dollar question, what do you think I should do for an episode? Any suggestions? I don't know, dude. What do you keep asking us for? It's like you're like clueless or something. You have over 1,200 and some games in your collection. If you really want a suggestion, you haven't done a Master System game yet. You've done Genesis, you've done other ones, so you've done a Neo Geo one in the past, a couple of them. Why not do, say, OutRun? Don't you have OutRun for the Sega Master System? Play that, man. Jeez. I tell ya, you need our help for everything. Yeah, dude, seriously. Why do you keep asking us? Who knows, we might not even be real. Don't you listen? But anyway, as he said, dude, it's been a while since you did I don't think you've ever done a Master System game. Yeah, dude, here, OutRun. Right there, OutRun. Totally do that. You people will love it, hopefully. But yeah, do it. Okay, guys, okay. Jeez, I guess I'm being a little pushy or something. All I'm asking for is what episode to do. Well, anyway, you heard it from them. It's OutRun for the Sega Master System today on this episode of Power Up. So as always, roll those fancy credits and let's get on driving. OutRun was released in 1987 for the Sega Master System. It was then released later on for other Sega platforms, as well as other platforms that weren't Sega platforms. In it, basically, this game, I guess it's not really a racing game per se. Granted, there is a clock that you have to, every once in a while you have to go far enough to extend your time, but it's basically like the creators even called it a driving game than a racing game, because as you can see in this footage, it's every once in a while you get to choose a path, left or right, and depending on which path you choose changes the track, of course, or changes your path you're driving on. And to further the driving aspect, not the racing aspect, and this is more of a driving game after playing through this. Right off the bat, you get to choose which song you want. You can choose, I think, 2 or 3 different songs to play while you're driving. I think I chose the Spring Breeze, or I forget what it was. But it was cool. It was a nice little, it's like a nice little song to hum along. It was a nice little song to enjoy while I was driving. So, yeah, it was not bad. And what's kind of cool is there's some as I'm driving, it does, the background changes a little bit. Being in a Master System game, this isn't like an arcade. Granted, it's from the arcade, but I did feel as if it was very minimalistic. Like the background was very minimal, although very detailed though, a little bit. So I thought that was cool. And of course, if you can complete, the game, if you take enough paths to finish the game, what's cool is the game will show you at the end the different paths you can take. I think there's like a couple different finishes you can go through, which is kind of cool. And also I've learned, I guess they made a 3D version of this game. But of course, I don't have the 3D version. This is just the Sega Master System version. I'm playing this on through the power base converter through the Retron 5. Although the game looks very crisp and it's pretty cool. And I really liked how well it does if you go a little bit, and you can shift between a low gear and a high gear. And of course, when I was in the high gear, I did wipe out. It was kind of cool. I did kind of wipe out a couple times. But it's funny though. It's like, okay, if you wipe out and you roll, how am I not dead? I should be like dead or something. But I keep on going. And that I thought was pretty funny. All in all, I really can't say too much more about this game. It's basically a straight up driving game. You drive from point A to point B. You can choose different paths to get to the point A to point B. And that's about there is to it. And along the way you can choose what music you want to play, and yeah. But anyway, I did thoroughly enjoy this game, and I actually would like to play the more arcade the more arcadey versions of this, like on the Saturn or the Genesis or something. It would be kind of cool. Because as I did feel that the backgrounds were, being it a Master System game, were a little sparse. But anyway, I'll give my... So yeah, if you see this game for the Master System, and if you have a Master System, power base converter, or something that can play Master System games, if you see this, I got this game for about less than $10, I think. I thought it was fun. So anyway, with that said, I'll give my recommendation scale of recommended. As usual, before you wrap up, as usual, please visit my good friends at Level Up Games if you live in the Minnesota area. Their picture, what they look like, is there as always. Here's their address and other stuff. Hello. And if you're following us on YouTube, awesome. And if you like what you see, please feel free to like and subscribe if you could. And I have an Instagram and a Twitter account as well. And that stuff's, as well as a Facebook page. And that stuff's down below as well. Oh, I almost forgot about Level Up Games. But they also have a cool arcade. They have tabletop board games to buy, comic books, and a whole bunch of other stuff. That too. So that's also if you live in Minnesota, and that's also cool too. Well, anyway, thank you so much for watching, and stay tuned for another episode of Power Up. Hey, God. Huh. Where'd they go? Huh. Where did they... Okay, dokie. Okay. You don't say. Well, alrighty then. Okay, well, I guess we'll see you next episode, I guess. I don't know, what the heck he's saying. Wish he'd actually make good conversation, but what can you do? Anyway, see you next episode.